Oh boy, V Rising. We haven't played this in a while, probably because I got bored of it, I didn't have anyone to play with, and the game's population mostly died. So at some point, I remembered I got banned from the official V Rising Discord for literally doing nothing. I was mass targeted by Albion trolls who hated my guts, of course they would, and the Jannies, the Discord moderators, Jenny, short for janitor, by the way, didn't like that I was constantly being doxxed, harassed, targeted, and, attacked on their Discord, so they figured that the best course of action was just get rid of me instead of the 50-plus trolls that would constantly, attack and just light up the chat every time I had anything to say at all. So, with that said, I wrote a review, and I complained about being banned off the Discord, and then I, complained about the game, how it's not for solo players, how progression really sucks, it's super linear. Every time a server dies in 2 to 3 days, you have to do the same stuff over and over and over again. And, yeah, you can read the whole review on Steam if you want. And then I mentioned in the comments a few things, like how I have a protected characteristic, so it's unfair for businesses to treat me how they do. And then I also tried to reply to people on Reddit. This is a video about a Reddit thread. Okay, the Reddit thread got deleted, but we're gonna cover it anyway because it's the internet. We can look at deleted threads. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna real quick though. The Janny that banned me actually had this kind of stuff to say here. Here's the image. Okay. And he finds it hilarious that he banned me. Here's the messages in Discord, basically showing that he's mad. He wanted me to tattle on my trolls, okay? And I'm no snitch, okay? I believe in freedom of speech. I'm not gonna snitch on people, even if they are trolling and breaking their Discord rules, not mine. I wasn't breaking any rules. I didn't break any rules at all in the Discord. I followed every rule to the letter, and yet I was still banned from it. And I think that's very unfair because a game like V Rising, any game really, is a social game. And Discord is almost required in all of these games to have that social interaction. How am I supposed to make friends? What, just join a random server and be like, hey guys, what's up? No, you meet up in the official Discord. That's how it is. So I left a negative review mainly because of the Discord ban. The game, it's okay, it's fun, but it needs work. It's obviously early access. You have plenty of time to fix it. But I can't recommend this game because of that. And it's that simple. But they made a Reddit thread, and today's video, we're gonna go over that Reddit thread because it's a fun one, and I love these videos. I like making these videos. Alright, so first up we have someone saying that I have made up my view count, which I have not. If you go to Social Blade and type in my YouTube, you will clearly see that I'm not fibbing on that view count, which I said was 500,000 to a million views. If you look at previous months, it's around that amount. It has been that amount for a while. It was much higher during New World's peak. But another thing too is a lot of people think that I'm this I Love Taco 6 and 9 guy. And that's not me. I know who that is because I linked this Reddit thread on my own Discord, and I told my fans, my bros, my chads in the Discord to have at it. Come in this thread, help troll, help crap post, and let's have some fun with it. Now, me personally, I'm on a static IP, so I can't even make a Reddit account to troll on at all currently. And if I could, believe me, I'd admit, who I'm posting. Also, if you look through this person's posts, you'll see that it doesn't match my grammar. The XD is a sign that they're younger, and that, I don't ever use the letter U when I say the word you. So, yeah, it's totally not me, and I'm not trying to mask my grammar. It's really not me. I know who it is. I'm not gonna tell you because I respect his privacy. First up, we have Cosmos here saying that I'm glad he put his info up so I can make sure to never watch his content. Well, that's your loss, dude. I make the content for me. It's like a scrapbook. It's so that I can retain memories and my power level. 10 years from now, if there is a V Rising Classic server or something, then I can come back to the game and look at my old videos, and boom, I've got all of my powers back. All of that time that I've spent in a game, I can retain it through my YouTube videos. So I make them for myself first and foremost. They're mostly guides. Sometimes they're for fun, just like this video, for memories so that I can look back and laugh, which I'm going to do 10 years from now. I'm going to forget this whole thread existed, and then I'm going to sit down with a snack, and I'm going to watch this video and laugh at just laugh at the whole thread, not just you specifically, okay? But that's why I make these videos. Alright, so Rocker Stone says that he only gets 5k views on his videos. Yeah, and I make 1 to 2 videos a day, and those videos will continue to get views forever. So I have videos from up to, 3 years ago, and yes, they're all still continuously getting views. Most of my guide videos are tailored around searches, so if anyone searches up, how do I do this? then my videos might pop up and they might watch it, which continues to grant views, which is, it's not like news videos or newsjacking or, just random videos. This one's a random video. This one will eventually stop getting views. Maybe people who binge watch my channel will view it a few times here and there, but in general, the guide videos will continuously daily get views. Like most guide videos will get anywhere from 1 to 20 to 50 views per hour indefinitely, okay? So, yeah, the first day of opening, of course, my subs hit the vids, and yeah, that's like 5K views right there, but it's actually a bit more, because YouTube takes a while to report the views. So, Die With A Smile is like, oh, he's a little B-word, and how? How am I? What makes me that? Let me know in the comments. Why do you think that? What is it? Why do you think that? I obviously can't reply on Reddit, because I don't have a Reddit account. And then Aorta says, I have no dog in this fight, and he checked my social blade. Hey, look at that. He actually did his homework, and you know what Reddit did? They downvoted him. He's at 0. That means that Reddit disagreed with his post. They don't like what he's saying. So, if you want to win on Reddit, win on Reddit, you have to bend the knee to the hive mind, and this guy doesn't do it, so grats on you for being independent, my dude. And then I already addressed this comment at the start of the video, which, yes, I wrote the review as means, to get back at for being banned on the Discord, because I didn't do anything wrong, and if you got banned for doing nothing wrong, wouldn't you feel like you needed to stand up for yourself and do something? Because that's what I'm doing. Let's address this series of comments. Here we got Aleister Rage. He's the topic creator. He's mainly ranting about the fact that people that run through a game as fast as possible, and then they're like, there's nothing more to do, the game's dead, sad face. I'm saying the game is dead because of the player count, okay? If a player count is not very high, in like 40, 50k plus, concurrent throughout the entire day, and without bots, V Rising doesn't have bots to my knowledge, but who knows, maybe one day. That's a dead game to me, but I understand your plea of people running through the game as fast as possible, because I used to be a wagey. I used to have to work 8 to 12 hours minimum a day, drive 2 hours to and from work, and I had very little time to play video games. Maybe like 3 hours, 3 to 4 times a week, maybe. And yes, video games took much longer to complete, and now that I have the neat life, I can play 12 to 19 hours a day, no stopping, no interruptions, and games get pretty boring and completed very, very quickly. But to me, a video game is a huge investment of not only just money, but time, and just energy, okay? Because my current livelihood depends on games being good and lasting a long time, which V Rising, well, not a bad game. It definitely didn't have a long shelf life that I wanted, and a lot of other Albion YouTubers jumped ship to this game, hoping that it would be their next big, game for the next couple years, and it turned out to be like next big game for a couple weeks, maybe if they're lucky. All right. And then here we go with Krisnick saying Elden Ring for 400 hours and claiming that was enough content. Like, you played it for 400 hours. 400 hours is not a lot of time for MMORPG gamers. 400 hours is nothing. I think I have one character in Albion Online. It's not even my main character. It's just an alt character. It has over 2,000 hours just on that character. That's just the character that I play willy-nilly every once in a while, okay? I think I had 480 days played on my main character back in the early days of World of Warcraft. I'm talking like Cataclysm, like from vanilla to Cataclysm. I had like, and I was a wagey back then. I had a job, I had a life. I didn't get to play video games all day. And I put 480 days, not hours, days. Did I say hours earlier? I meant days. 480 days into that character, okay? So yeah, I understand that, for some people, oh, I paid $40, I deserve 400 hours. No, I don't see it that way. If I pay $40, I want a game to last at least a year or two, okay? Woot the Huck, funny name, says, whenever you see my name, don't give me any credit because I've been toxic in every community I've ever been in so far, starting with Albion Online. Okay, for one, maybe the Soul Benji name in general, it didn't start in Albion Online, it started in Will to Live Online. And then it went to World of Warcraft, and then Albion Online. So you're kind of, you missed some years there, dude. But heck, I remember my first ever interaction with another human being on the internet in general. And yeah, I didn't know, I didn't know internet lingo. Like someone said BRB and LOL, and I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does LOL mean? And these people explained, and then I would nonstop say it, and I thought it was the most funny thing. And I got banned from whatever chat room it was, I don't remember, but yeah, I've always been this way. Every forum I've ever been to, banned. Every game I've ever played, banned. It's just how it is, man. I think it's funny. I think it's memorable. It's not gonna stop, man. But Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. And then apparently this guy's post got deleted in 11 seconds. That's huge. This 142 llamas guy says that I have issues for sure. Yeah, my issue was that I was unfairly banned, so of course I'm going to speak my mind against it. What? You expect people like me to just stay silent and just move on? No, that's not how the world works. When you stand up for yourself, you don't just let things like this go away. Okay, that's why we're talking about it. We're humans. We're going to have a discussion about it. All right, so here's one that I see all the time is, no one cares about YouTube and influence. Anyone can record a video and put them on YouTube. Go ahead and do that, dude. Go ahead and make you a bunch of videos and go ahead and put out 100 videos and let's see if they get more than 25 views. Hey, you might have what it takes, dude. You just might. You never know. You can maybe even quit your job and start a whole community and have an internet family. That's the dream. That is the dream. It's it's my dream at least. But let me tell you a little bit about influencers and culture and stuff like that, okay? So, I have a pretty big Albion audience, a pretty big World of Warcraft New World audience, and other games as well. Lost Ark maybe a little bit there, but when I started playing V Rising, guess what? Everyone that respects me, everyone that likes me, everyone that watches me, you know what happened? They saw me playing V Rising, they saw me enjoying V Rising, and you know what they did? They went out and also bought the game when they may not have cared about the game or even heard about it or paid it no mind or no attention. So I brought in several thousand copies of sales from making videos and telling my audience to play it and how much fun it was and how cool it is and so on and so forth. So yes, people actually care, and I'm doing the game more service than you are. What, you made one purchase, maybe you have a friend that also plays it with you that might have also bought the game to play it with you. Guess what, I've probably been responsible for selling over maybe 1,000 to 10,000 copies. Somewhere in that ballpark. I'm just gonna lowball it, okay? So yeah, people actually do care. Sorry. Alright, try putting some videos on YouTube and see if you can get even 1K views. Look, he got downvoted. I'm telling you, man, Reddit. If you don't do the Reddit hive mind, people down. Like, I've learned that pretty much everyone that's ever been downvoted on Reddit is usually the actual researchers, the truth tellers, the real actual people that aren't NPCs, okay? 40 lines of baby rage, 2 lines of accurate review and progression system. I guess that's about the review. I recall watching a couple of his classic WoW videos. This is the type of guy that would record himself ganking low levels in Red Ridge all day and call it content. Like, he actually got off from killing low levels. It was pretty weird. You mean, it's weird to like a video game? It's weird to like doing something in the video game that the video game allows you to do? How is that weird? I don't think that's weird at all. As a matter of fact, if it's so weird, let's see if anyone else is doing it. Alright, I think this is actually pretty funny here. Okay, so I typed ganking Red Ridge into YouTube search, and apparently I'm the top creator, so I am the Red Ridge ganking king. Okay, but not really. Okay, let's look right now. We got 11 months ago, relaxing Red Ridge ganking to fall asleep to. Oh man, I should have watched this one. Look at that! Dead Alliance guy and a female, what looks like to be a rogue. A little undergeared, but that's fine. Look, even their icon is that of an Alliance member, okay? We got Slayboy Sulfurous here, ganking Red Ridge Mountains on my level 15. Okay, he's using a level 15. That's kind of fair fighting. You won't be offended by that because he's low leveled, right? Ganking Lobies in Red Ridge. Ganking in Red Ridge. Ganking in Red Ridge. Uh-oh. Multiple... it's kind of funny how they have the same title. Red Ridge Ganking compilation. Oh, here's my video. Look at this. Look at my thumbnail. So freaking cool. It's an orc rogue just shaking the hell out of a human. Look at him. Look at that face. That's your face, Reddit. That's me, and then that's you. Except I play undead. Red Ridge Mountains Ganking. Oh boy. Oh, here's another one. Look at that. It's another. I love my thumbnails, dude. He's like right behind the human. Oh, it's so funny. WoW Classic, Max Geared Rogue gank 60 players, ganking on Scarum. Hey, remember Scarum? Remember how all the Alliance left it with, like, no Alliance at all, except for, like, a handful of people? Oh, see, I'm having a good time. Just looking at these and talking about it, my brain is filling with dopamine. I am having the time of my life. This is a fun activity. I'm loving it. Okay, Red Ridge ganking. Some fun ganking with Red Ridge with level 10. Okay, you're only level 10. Wow, PvP Plox Ownage ganking Red Ridge. I like this one. The gnome, he's so happy, and then he's about to get eaten by the druid. Okay. People also watched Rogue ganking Stormwind. Rogue ganking. Return of the Rogues. Oh, hey, look at Swifty. Fun story is Swifty's actually subscribed to my channel. He has been a long time. Hi, Swifty. I know you used to watch me too in Warcraft movies on my old name, so shout out to Swifty. He's a cool dude. While rogue ganking, gank time in Red Ridge Mountain, smiley face. Twink 19 Rogue, yet another 8.3. Oh, that's just for me. Look, it's Cartnarks, lol. Slaughter at Red Ridge. WoW Classic Undead Rogue Twink ganking allies in Red Ridge Mountains. World of Warcraft ganking in Red Ridge and Westfall. Oh, look, it's White Grape. Hell yeah, dude. Leader of pirates. I'm in that guild. Shoutouts to White Grape and the pirates. Hey, remember when Asmongold complained about the pirates? Turns out he's full of crap, dude. Pirates aren't like that. That's just propaganda because we kept ganking Asmongold on Faralina. Anyway, you get the point, right? Alright, let's see. So what's wrong with this? It's unbelievable. Feeling ignored. Well, yeah, I got banned for breaking no rules, and no one's ever reached out to me. I have tried to make contact, I get nothing back. It's just weird. Let's see. Don't get me started on the handwritten apology for the Discord, Gianni. I don't know. Let's see what kind of pretentious a-hole you are from this. I thought it was funny. It's original. Who asks for a handwritten apology in today's age? Nobody. So it's memorable. It's funny. It's called trolling. Duh. No one's ever going to actually do it. I mean, granted, when I was a wagey and a manager in retail, if a customer demanded this, like on, where they call corporate on you and stuff, they'd probably make me do it. That's just being a retail wagey for you. Plus, only having 500k to 1 million views. It's not a little. Comparing myself to Asmongold. Oh, hey, do you remember Asmongold back in the day? I bet you probably never heard of him until he was already big, right? Well, let me just tell you, I've been watching Asmongold, and this is no cap, this is real. Since he had like, I don't know, like 50 something viewers on Twitch. Like, I remember he only had like 53 viewers the first time I ever tuned into him because I was really bored. I was looking around, and God. Well, if he bleeds, I don't. Look, man, I had a good time playing against Asmongold on Faralina, and he was pretty chill when I played New World Beta with him. So, no hate on Asmongold. Oh man. Anyway. Who thinks too much of themselves. What's wrong with having confidence? What's wrong with liking yourself? Maybe you should think more of yourself, Mr. Splitted Spark, okay? And people watch games to the player and not necessarily due to the game. I understand this too. There are people that actually won't watch me based on me and not the game, but the sad truth of being a YouTuber, at least a guide-making YouTuber, is that people don't watch the videos for me. No matter how much personality I interject into my videos, it's never really enough, okay? The way being a personality on YouTube works is you have to collab. That's how all these Twitch streamers get big, is they all collab with each other, right? And that's how you get big in today's already established, influencer meta. If you start out completely green and you don't make a single friend, you basically stay on the bottom forever, sadly. I've got a few YouTuber friends that are really big in the million sub count that I could probably jump on their show for a collab and, get a little boost, but right now I just want to grow my channel at least to 100k completely solo. And then maybe I'll branch out a little bit more, do some collabs. But in the meantime, sadly, out of all my subscribers, only like 5,000 of my subscribers actually watch my videos. This is a metric on YouTube that I can look at. 5,000 out of 67,000 people actually bother watching. The rest are all from search, browse features, and YouTube recommendations. All right. And my view count is not inflated. I covered that earlier in the video. And then here we go. Pills Etosis says Asmongold only has 1.5 million subs. You need to count all of his channels. You need to count all of his Twitch channels. He's got multiples, at least 2 that I know of. I think 3 at this point. He also does the 0TK stuff, or OTK, whatever. And all his other social media. He's got way more than that, dude. You're way underestimating Asmongold. All right. Pathetic. I'm a solo player. I got some 60 hours and good fun out of V Rising. VR, what? yeah, he's just kind of, he's just gloating how good he is at whatever. And 60 hours is perfect for the asking price. I don't believe that, okay? It really depends on how much you make per hour. I'm in poverty. I actually, from YouTube, I make less than half of minimum wage and minimum wage is not $15. I don't know who the hell said minimum wage is $15? It's like 7 something, like $7.40. I guess it depends on where you live, but I make like 3 something. Like if I consider this a 40-hour job, I make like less than like $3.50 an hour if I'm lucky on a good day. Like right now, ad revenue's hella down, views are hella down because it's back to school. There's no holidays going on, so ad revenue's just in the toilet. And then Albion videos in general, which is the majority of my channel, I make pennies off of Albion videos. I don't make dollars like everyone else because Albion doesn't like me, so I don't get the ad revenue that the other people get. So, so for $40 or $20, I think V Rising is like $20 or something like that, is now worth $60. $20 for me. That's if I have to work that long to earn that much money, then I need at least 10, 20 to 100 times that as entertainment. Otherwise, that money has to go to food and bills and whatever else happens, like cars breaking down and stuff like that. I'm a YouTuber, pay me attention or I'll throw a tantrum. You guys on Reddit are the ones throwing the tantrum over a single negative review of a game that you play. That's the thing these days. Is like, remember that one YouTuber that made a negative review on Elden Ring and like the whole internet jumped him? And yes, I know that he copyright striked a small channel, but he was legally allowed to do that. And I saw the video, and it did not fall under fair use. Okay, I actually have a few fans in that are lawyers, and I asked them about it. And I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? And they're like, oh yeah, that was totally legal what he did. It's unfair that the internet jumped on him, and even YouTube backed the guy up, and yet they're still trying to jump him. It's crazy. And I'm not going to mention names because I don't want to be. I don't have any say in that fight. But you get the point. That comparison to Asmongold is like Amber Heard's what? Lawyers saying she was on par with. I don't know who these people are. These YouTubers? Are they? Hold on, let me search up. Let's see. Who is Amber Heard? Okay, she is an actress. Okay, she's an actress. Well, I don't really watch movies much. Okay, what movie is she in? Let's see if I've seen any of these movies. Cape Shit, some Magic Mike, dude, bro. Hey, Mystery Tosis, do you watch Magic Mike? Okay, let's see. Oh, she's in Zombieland. What? Who the hell is 406? Let me see. Let's see here. Who is 406? Zombieland 406. Oh, she's okay, yeah. I remember that movie. That movie's old as hell, but I still remember. Oh yeah, she's the girl at the start of the movie in the apartment that gets killed by the toilet lid. Yeah. Man, okay, funny, unrelated to Reddit, funny story about Zombieland, okay? I actually went to the theaters to see it, and in the first Zombieland, the opening scene is like the main character, he's talking about his sad life, he's like, Home Alone, Friday night, World of Warcraft, right? And then on the screen it shows his like Night Elf Rogue playing, and I jump up out of my seat, I'm like, whoa, yeah! And I start clapping real loud, and like everyone is like, shh, shut up, and they start booing, and they start like, like getting on to me and stuff, and I'm like, okay, whatever, right? And then later in the movie, as movies, tend to go, they make some sort of pothead reference, like smoking pot or doing marijuana, whatever, right? The movie makes that reference, and guess what happens? Everyone jumps up out of their seat, and they're like, woo, yeah, pot man! And they're all clapping, and they're all shouting, having fun. And then I'm like, shut up! Right? And no one cares. No one cares that they could do it to me, but I can't do it to them. And that's what's happening right now in this damn Reddit thread, okay? It's a true story. I didn't just make it up. Freaking hell, man. Like, yes, I identified with the character in the movie because he played World of Warcraft all day, just like me. Wow, that's so cool. That's so relatable. And then I got, yelled at for it. And then they relate to the character, oh wow, he smokes pot, so do I. I'm straight edge, by the way. I absolutely do not approve of smoking any type of substance, not even cigarettes. Get the hell out of here. Just close the video if you're a druggie, okay? Get out of here. I don't want you to watch my videos. Anyway, so isn't that a little double-sided? Isn't that kind of funny? That's what Reddit is. That's exactly what Reddit is. You guys ended up with Benji. You can keep it. I'm an it now, apparently. I'm a he now. He will bash the game, but still playing it, Lamau, the usual. Yep, it's the usual day at the office, my dude. So Baphomet here gets game for free, refused to have fun with it. I did have fun with it, and I'm glad that I got it. Let me tell you about how I got this game for free, okay? Being a YouTuber, yada, 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 right? I went into the Discord, I participated. I was like, hey, I'm a YouTuber. Here's my channel. Here's my stats. Here's my, analytics. Can I, I'm kind of behind on my real life. I don't have a lot of money. Would it be cool if I got this game? And I signed up for their content creator program. and they sent me a key. As per the usual. But everyone in Discord, like all these Albion trolls were like, no, don't give this guy a key. He's a troll. He's ban him. Right? And they still gave me a key. So I'm very grateful and thankful that they did that for me. I literally felt like a human being for once in my life. I almost cried over it, tears of joy. Okay, that doesn't make me not masculine. Okay, guys. I just, I got a little overloaded with emotion there. Okay, when people donate money to me, I tend to tear up a little bit. Anything over $20. No, for real though. Like if you watch my old streams, I get a little emotional whenever people give me money because I don't. It's just so weird to me, man. Like I'm tearing up right now, man. Anyway, guys, I'm just gonna forget about that. Don't worry about it. Just skip that part. Anyway, so I'm just mad about being banned by that one specific Discord Janny, even though I broke no rules. And so what am I to do? Maybe if I leave a review, maybe if Reddit gets mad about it, maybe if I make a YouTube video about it, they'll unban me and I can participate with the community. After all, I didn't do anything wrong. It's the trolls that were doxing me, the trolls that were stalking, harassing, targeting, etc. Those were the ones breaking the rules, okay? Not me. Why am I banned? It makes no sense. Okay, and so this guy, he's just talking about how he plays the game. He talks about my view count, and he talks about how I can't give out the keys because no one wants to give the game. Try. Yeah, if I make a video, hey guys, flash it on the screen. Here's the game key. Have fun. Someone's gonna claim it. But everyone that I know, that I talk to, that I played games with, every guild that I used to be part of, I used to be part of the Enclave, okay? Very famous guild. I won't talk about them in the video, but good guys, by the way. I don't know why they banned me. I don't know. Buzz didn't like me, I guess. Anyway, even they didn't want the game, and these are hardcore dudes. Like none of them wanted the game for free. They either could afford it on their own, they felt shame if they took it for free, or they weren't interested at all in the game. Even in my own Discord, people didn't seem interested. People that I played World of Warcraft with back in the day, no one wanted the damn game. They just didn't. They didn't care. They either got burned out and burned from Battlerite. I don't know what happened in Battlerite because I didn't play Battlerite, but no one wanted it. I still have these keys. I'm gonna figure out a way to give them away. So make sure you're subscribed. Join the Discord. Go in the comment or the description. Check out the Discord link. Start becoming a regular, and I'll give you a game key. Maybe, I don't know, if you're cool. I guess, sure, whatever. Anyway, so this guy has some Hollywood level ego. Man, I would love to be in Hollywood. That'd be so fun. And no, I'm not talking about the weird, dirty stuff they do. I'm talking about just being in a movie and having fun, creating something memorable. That would be so awesome. That'd be like a dream, man. Asking for a handwritten apology. Yeah, it's like a movie, isn't it? That's the point. I want things to be memorable. That's why I wrote that. I don't expect a handwritten apology. And if someone actually did do a handwritten apology, I'd be like, man, you didn't have to do that, dude. Come on. The devs don't give a crap about how many views he gets. Yes, they do. They actually care because I brought them so many sales from converting people that, from previous games. I've already talked about this, but people that played WoW, New World, Albion Online, watch my videos, are like, oh, so Benji's playing this, I gotta play it too. And so did a lot of other Albion YouTubers. We all got together and we're like, hey, Albion's kind of boring right now. What are we gonna play? And they're like, well, how about V Rising? And I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. Let's play it. And so it happened. And so we, as a community, decided to migrate over to V Rising for a little while. Well, it would have been longer if the game had lived longer, but whatever. And this guy, he doesn't know how to calculate view counts. Again, we covered that earlier in the video. Yeah, my backlog is, I get a lot of views from my backlog. My favorite part is when he complained about getting outgeared and then talked about having fun blowing up undergeared players. Now, here's the thing about that, right? My complaint is that I'm getting outgeared by people because there are more of them. Not because they're better at the game, not because they're just more efficient at the game, but because when there are 4 of them splitting up farming, as a solo player, there is absolutely zero counterplay to that. At least in a game like Rust, I can naked camp outside with an Ioka pistol or a double barrel that I found, okay? There is no equivalent to that at V Rising. The only way for me to get ahead of pre-teamers, and you may think, well, there's solo servers, just go play a solo server. Let me tell you about it. I played on the Enclave's solo server, and the Enclave, I literally knew the admin of the server. We were in the same guild. We talked all the time. Not really. No one really ever talked to me in that guild. No one really liked me in that guild. But just pretend that they did, okay? Just pretend. And, people pre-teamed on it every day, every hour of the day. It was super obvious. It happened. And people continue to do that on every solo server. So that's not an answer. Okay, so it's me, 1v2, 1v3, 1v4. And the way the game is structured, V Rising, if you haven't played it, I don't know why you're watching this if you haven't played it, let's be honest, but maybe just like me. Anyway, the reason is that just having one extra dude it completely halves your time to tech up. It is insane how much time it saves with just one guy. So the only way for me to blow up undergeared players is if they're new, or if I joined a server right as it reset, the second it reset, and I just rushed for the first 2 hours of a server to tech up to copper or iron, depending on my luck, with drops, because the game is very RNG to tech up to tier 2, unfortunately. And yeah, well, I think now you can kill the sulfur guy to get a guaranteed weapon, but sometimes that weapon blows. Anyway, guys, so I had to really work my butt off for the first 2 hours for something that a 4 or 5, 6 man can do in like 10, 20 minutes. That's the only way I could have fun anymore as a solo player for actual PvP. PvE, boring. It's just against scripted mobs. Who cares, right? I fear for this guy's IRL situation. Why? What were you talking? I'm a completely normal guy. I have no criminal history. I don't own any kind of weapons. What the heck? You're just one of those, oh no, he ganks people in video games. He's probably very mean in real life. Oh my god. Not at all, dude. Oh, he's gonna make the news at some point. I have actually made the news many times, and it's for heroic deeds, saving people's lives, running into burning buildings, you name it, okay? Like, I've been interviewed. I've actually been on a national TV commercial, okay? You'll find out at 100K, okay? Yeah, anyway. He likes grannies. What's wrong with grandmothers? What's wrong with grandmothers? What a loser. His only enjoyment is gearing up fast and dunking on lower tier players. Yeah, so what if that's what I like to do? You know, I play Albion Online. You know what I like to do in that game? I like to go to my farms and tend to my garden and grow things and sell the crops. Like I play Albion Online like it's Harvest Moon. And guess what? Albion Online is a full loot world PvP full loot game, right? And people hate me for that. They're like, oh, it's full loot. Go to the black zone. Go get killed and lose all your loot and go gank. And I'm like, no, just let me grow my cabbages, man. Just let me grow my wheat. Wheat is the secret. Guys, this is just insider tip for making it this far in a video, okay? I've told you before in a video, but I'm going to tell you again. The best crop in the whole damn game to grow is wheat. Grow wheat, and it is the best seller. It is also the best seed return. If you water it, if you don't, it doesn't matter. It still profits. Back to the Reddit. He did the same thing in Albion Online. It's his persona. Yes, also, I do like to gank yellow zones in full 8.3, but guess what? You can get full 8.3 in like your first 2 to 3 days if that's what you really want and you work towards it. Have you ever tried to raid a base in V Rising solo, Jolly Justice? Yes, I'm missing out on in-game content because I don't have friends to do this stuff with, and no one wants to collab with me for some reason. I don't know, I guess I'm just too scary. But I have tried in-game raiding as a solo, and what happens is they either come online because someone rats me out in Discord on the server because the server's like, oh no, golems are here, and then everyone shows up to rat it. Or if I manage to find a server with 24/7 raiding and I offline raid people at 4 in the morning, they have like so much base defense that I have to sit there and wait like 2 to 3 minutes per pull to ultimate their servants down before I can even get in and loot anything. And most of the time, it's not even worth looting. And half the time, I'm raided before I can raid someone else. And I always structure all of my bases so that if I am raided, it is never profitable. So I make sure that all my chests are empty. I have no resources worth taking. And they do break in, and I just imagine they spend all this hard work getting to the heart of my base and my chests, only to receive no reward. It's a troll that pays for itself, but I'm never there to actually see the seed and the salt. See, here Iranox says that if you're fully geared buffed, you have the right blood, you can just outplay everybody. And, join a dual server. Yeah, I play a lot of dual servers, okay? And the way dual servers end up is you just do your one-shot combo. I made a video on it. People disagreed with it because, you want to know why? The secret why they disagreed with it is because they didn't want it getting out, because they themselves use the damn one-shot combo. And yes, it's not a one-hit death combo. It's once I hit you with this one spell, I can hit you with these 5 other spells, and then you're dead. And that's just the truth of the game. And maybe it's patched out by now. I don't know. I haven't played. I had to scroll back up for this one. So to Sewbaphomet, he mentions that not every game has to be your new lifestyle choice. And, sadly, as a YouTuber, it kind of does. But if you, I'm not the kind of guy to look up people's post history, but this guy, he only posts about video games. So, video games are basically his lifestyle choice, at least for this account. Anyway, I thought that was just kind of funny. I like Unborkable here. Who TF is this guy? Well, Unborkable, I tried looking you up, and you don't have an internet presence at all under that name. You have literally no SEO under that name. It's just people using the word Unborkable for like as an adjective and not as a username or referring to a guy. So I'm somebody, but I guess you aren't. Arkarat mentions their name's familiar. I'm not sure where I've seen them before, and they're like Lost Ark, maybe. Yeah, you want to know what I did at Lost Ark to make so many people upset? I AFK dungeons. Can you imagine that? I joined a dungeon and then I just went AFK and people got upset with it. Now here's the ironic thing too, is Reddit had a 5.5k upvoted thread witch hunting me for it. And the funny thing is that all of the top Lost Ark Reddit posts at the time were people complaining about people in their party who were undergeared, had the wrong gear, or had the wrong what's called engravings, which are like little passive effects of your character. So what did I do? I was like, hey, you know what's popular on Reddit right now? Bashing people that have the wrong gears and the wrong engravings. So I went into dungeons, and I refused to participate in the dungeons until people either wore the correct gear sets or had the correct engravings. An acceptable amount of the two, between the two. And guess what? Every single dungeon didn't. There was always people wearing the wrong sets. Like, if you're a DPS class, why are you wearing tank armor? Makes no sense. Yeah, you could still DPS as a tank, but you are really hurting the group doing that, right? And you know what Reddit did? They ignored their own shit smell, essentially, and they went after me because I actually did it in the game rather than talking about it behind people's back and sharing little screenshots. I actually went into the game and did exactly what they were doing to the people doing it. All right, and yet I'm the villain? I think it's funny, it's memorable, and pretty fun stuff. I know him from Albion, but I know he played New World and caused drama. You want to know what the drama was on New World? You want to know what it was? The guild I was in, it was also the Enclave, so it wasn't necessarily just me, but took over the entire map and max tax on everybody. And you know what New World is? It's a territory PvP game. That's right. You're supposed to fight faction versus faction, territory versus territory, which is basically the same game as Albion, just much smaller scale and with much higher consequences, okay? So of course there's going to be drama in those types of games. How does that make me a shitty person? With delusions of grandeur. I like how his channel description is former pro, but he never really specifies what game, because there's so many. Tekken and Halo 2 were the big ones, but there's so many, like, what is it, so many. I don't want to dox myself and tell you what tournaments I went to and all that, because I'll do that at 100k subs. I'm saving it. I'm saving the good, juicy stuff for later. I've got tons of videos of going to MLGs and stuff, and it's all going to be revealed one day. Not right now, though. So, Benji, I know you're reading this. Everything is going to be okay. And he gives me a phone number to call. I don't have a phone. I don't own a phone. I don't have friends or relatives or a job. Why do I need a phone? That's a wasted, useless bill. Phones are hundreds of dollars, and they cost, what, $50 to $80 a month? Why would I pay for that? For something that I don't even need to use? It's Swell Benji. I even talked to him. I don't know who you are, no ad, but you can talk to me anytime, man. I'm not a bad influence. I'm a good influence. I help people lose weight. I help people feel less lonely. I help people, get mentally sound and hold frame. If you know what that means, good for you. If not, then visit my Discord. I'll help you out, man. I'm actually a pretty good guy. Trust me, bro, says, Mr. Big Content Creator hasn't realized that the past actions have consequences. You don't get a clean slate when you move from game to game. I'm not asking for a clean slate. I'm asking to be treated fairly, that's all. I shouldn't be banned from a Discord simply because some people didn't like that they got PvP'd in a full loot PvP game. Alright? Because that's what it is. Albion Online people, you kill them, you gank them in the black zone, and they hate you forever because they lost their loot. That's just the story of it, okay? What can you expect from an American Hold up. Who says I'm American? Okay, I guess you can say I sound American. Yeehaw, partner! Yeehaw! Freedom! Guns! Hamburgers. Hamburgers. Yeah. Anyway, that has lifting in video games in their bio. The only thing missing is freedom and guns. Well, okay, I know America is technically maybe free. Not where I'm at. Guns. I don't own guns. I don't shoot. I don't know anything about guns. Why would I put that in my profile? And then he links he links an old Twitter. The story with this Twitter is like I got locked out of it because it got mass reported by a Twitch streamer, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And you need a phone to unlock Twitter accounts. So I've never been able to get this Twitter back because I don't own a phone. Is this you? Not a good look. If it was a gaming company and I saw this Twitter, I would ban you instantly. Not from just the Discord, but the game. And then he, talk about my protected characteristic, which he makes fun of, which is not cool, but whatever. I mean, freedom of speech, man. Make fun of whatever you want. But let's check out the Twitter. All right, so here is my old Twitter. Unfortunately, I'm locked out of it. I have no access to it. I can't unlock it because I don't have a phone. And here we go. Here's what this person was complaining about. First off, this is a Twitch clip of a Twitch streamer getting killed by me. Now, if you've never played Dead by Daylight, the way the game works is you have one killer against 4 survivors. This Twitch streamer was in a pre-made lobby with all of her friends, and I defeated her with a killer, and then I clipped it and then tweeted it at her because even though I played the game, I didn't cheat, I didn't hack, I didn't exploit anything. Her entire fan base, and I was a baby channel at the time, like super small. I didn't even have 1,000 subscribers. I didn't even have a channel URL, right? So her viewers and her friends in the game all mass reported me for not breaking any rules. So of course I, clipped it and tweeted it at her and, tried to stir up the pot a little bit. But essentially, this lady here, for those that don't know, that don't play Dead by Daylight, she is, I forget the term, it's like Ghost Whisperer or something, but essentially she is her account on the game is flagged as an official content creator. She has a special icon on her name and her stream, and she is recognized by the Dead by Daylight developers as an ambassador of the community. And for her to report me over not doing anything wrong in the game, I didn't break any rules. I played the game as you're supposed to. I killed her and her friends. I don't remember if I killed all of her friends or not, but I definitely got her. And no, I wasn't stream sniping. I went to her stream after the match because, her name was at Twitch TV, whatever, or .ttv, and, I got the clip of me killing her in the game. That's all I did. And then I tweeted it at her because, here's the thing, too. If you watch the clip, if you go to I'm not going to play it, but if you go to this Twitter, not really my Twitter anymore, but if you go to this Twitter and play the clip, she's having fun, she's doing it, and she's laughing about it the whole time. But also, she's also insulting me verbally, she's bullying me verbally on her stream, and she's calling me all sorts of hateful names, okay? But yet, I'm the one that gets reported? Now, I don't think I got in trouble for this, so it didn't do anything, and, thankfully. So grats to the Dead by Daylight devs for not taking action against mass reports. And then, this, again, same thing, just a different streamer. This one's much smaller, much unknown. I don't even think this girl streams anymore, but, I just got a clip of me as the killer killing her in the game. Here's a screenshot of her stream and her stream's reaction. And yeah, there you go. And I'm trying to be a little bit of an edgelord, but it's nothing bad, nothing wrong or anything. This is just random spam. Don't worry about that's not my Twitter. That's just random advertisements. Here, I tweeted about getting a new mouse on April 5th, 2019. I still have that mouse. It is a Death Adder, Razer Death Adder Chroma. And do not ever buy a Logitech Pro Hero. Those mouses suck, okay? Here's a tweet where I show an image from Pokemon where Ash Ketchum, a 15-year-old boy, or is he 12? I don't know how old Ash Ketchum is. I call him Chad Ketchum, and because he picks up an entire tree log and throws it in the water. You have to be insanely hyper strong to do that. These logs are several 100 pounds. They're like 2 or 3 tons of weight. You can't, a little boy can't pick that up and throw it, okay? So I'm just pointing that out randomly. It's just a random tweet to nobody. Let's see. I talk about some crappy products on a website called Public Goods because this stuff was overpriced as hell. And I was wanting to make a video on it, but I decided who gives a crap? No one cares. I make fun of Redditors. Remember back in the day, this is from 2019. There was a trash tag trend, and this got a bunch of Redditors outside. They went out and touched grass, and they picked up trash for free. Then I got 2 tweets about 4chan 404ing my threads or moving threads, whatever. This is a screenshot from the Persona 5 anime where I say being red-pilled all day, every day, lads, and the caption reads, "It is the willpower to stand up in this world on your own feet, unswayed by no one." And I hold true to that. I am unswayed by no one, okay? And then the rest is, this guy was trolling me on Steam, and I said, put him on a watch list. Okay, and then he got taken offline in 3 minutes, so there you go. Whatever. Again, 2019, that's like, what, 3 years ago? There is nothing on this Twitter. Like, the rest of it just talks about trolling people in Will to Live Online. I talk about a strategy in Fortnite where I hide in a tree. There's nothing to see on the Twitter. So I don't know what this guy is just trying to dig up with the Twitter, and there's nothing there. Alright, we got NPC post, NPC post, NPC post, NPC post. Dear mods, why remove this post? I don't know, I'm not a mod, but the funny thing is why is this guy here after the post has been removed? Okay, this guy, he came back. He apparently he's a lurking hare. He likes to lurk, right? He was really addicted to this thread. He couldn't get enough of it, so he like saved it to his favorites. He copied the URL, or he's using undid it like I am to see this thread now. And yeah, he's liking something in this thread. So that's Reddit for you. Oof, saw the review and he's currently trying to reply there to comments from here. Dude needs to get back on his meds or start meds. It's not healthy behavior. Well, how is it not healthy behavior to have a discussion, to just talk about things, to just talk to people? Okay, I see old people. How is it not healthy to just talk about things? NPC post. What game is he referring to and what he do? Oh, you in the past, yeah. Albion Online, probably. Who allowed gamers to have this much confidence? I know, right? Oh, I love, this is my favorite post in the whole Reddit thread. Who allowed gamers to have this much confidence? Oh. So Benji, infamous at this point. He acts like human scum at Albion, New World, Lost Ark, V Rising. Okay, Albion. Ganking yellow zones. That's not human scum. New World, I fought in wars for my guild, for my faction. That's not human scum, that's playing the game. Lost Ark, I AFK'd dungeons and judged their gear and their engravings. If I'm human scum, then so was the entirety of the Lost Ark subreddit. And V Rising, what have I done at V Rising? I made trap bases, I played the game legit, I raced a freaking iron to beat up coppers. That's about it. I literally played the game. So playing the game makes me human scum. Which gaming community will he darken the doorsteps of next? Well, I've been trying to get Star Citizen upset, and they're too quick at deleting threads. So kudos to Star Citizen for actually not allowing witch hunts and this kind of stuff to happen, you know? It's really hard to troll Star Citizen also, because it's hard to troll in this context, right? I mean, in the game, it's pretty damn easy to troll. So I'm gonna keep working on Star Citizen and see which Reddit thread that they'll make. TJ Fish. The power scaling he makes are kinda accurate, but the game is beta, so issues are to be expected. It's just a beta! It's just an alpha. It's just a pre-release. They'll patch it. Oh, it's just the first game. They'll make an expansion and fix it. Oh, it's just the bad patch. They'll patch it in a DLC. You see where I'm going with this? This guy was a complete something in Albion Online as well. What? Because I beat up people in the yellow zone? How am I that word whenever other people in Albion Online actually have like 10 buddies and then they kill you in the black zone and take all your stuff? How am I the bad guy when I just beat people up in the yellow zone where they get to keep their stuff? Okay, Reddit. Okay, Schmarky XD. How pathetic NPC post. This is Gold, and he's attempting the controversy for drumming up eyes. You know, sorta, kinda. I don't really care about drumming up eyes. I care about the banter. It's fun. It's fun to read people upset about how I play a video game. That's it. Well, in this case, it's a review of how I play a video game. Bro, is this pressed over a dead... I know. I don't like to see games die. I don't like to see it. Give it up. The devs already did. Winky face. I hope the devs didn't, man. Come on. This game might have a resurgence, maybe. Who knows? Maybe they'll get bought out by Microsoft and they'll be forced to make a better game. This guy has a plethora of complexes. Okay? Soul binging is mental problems striking. What mental problems? I don't have any mental problems. I am very mentally sound. Isn't this the guy that was part of the blank guild in New World? Okay, for one, I'm going to tell you right now, they are not this word. That guild I was in, the Enclave, they are not this at all. Look, I know there's like a whole campaign against them from the congressman tweet and Blizzard, and here's the that was all a setup, and that none of that's true. I spent 11 months with those guys, and they are the opposite of that word. They're absolute opposite, okay? And not a single trace of that word at all to be found. Go to their Discord, go to Enclave Oil Rig and join up with them, and you won't see a single bit of that at all, guaranteed. Not a single ounce, not a single bit. So you're just parroting things that angry people said in New World, okay, Mr. Rev, okay? They caused all kinds of problems. What problems? We took over the server and taxed everyone. We won. We beat New World. We won. We own the land. We can do what we want with it. We don't have to lower taxes just because it might upset you. Okay, that's your problem. You should have joined up if you wanted, to not have taxes and to get, all the revenue from owning all the land in New World. That's on you. And yeah, we server transferred because guess what? The server died because New World died. And then we repeated the process of playing the game and conquering all the land. What, we're not supposed to play the game? We're not supposed to go out and fight for our faction? We're not supposed to go and claim land and win wars, which is the game's design? Do you not know how video games work? Do you think that we're all supposed to play video games around your conveniences? Oh, I'm sorry, Rev. I'm sorry that our army conquered your army and then raised taxes as we should, as you probably would have if you won. Oh, you're telling me that you would be a merciful king in your land of people that talk crap and stuff? I don't think so. I seem to recall them using every exploit possible. We didn't use any exploits at all. You want to know what everyone was doing? They were exploiting using the frost gauntlets, whatever they were called, the glacier. I don't even know the names anymore. It's super forgettable. You know what our meta was? It was great axes and healers. No exploiting. There's no exploiting in those weapons. We would Gravwell all the points, which deals tremendous AoE damage, more than the frost gauntlets, and then we would cleave everybody that got stuck in the gravity wells, while our healers dumped all of their AoE heals on top of us. That's how we conquered the entire server. But no, you guys were like, oh, fire staff and frost gauntlet and arrows and muskets. That's not how you win wars. We were basically warrior cleaving, an old World of Warcraft gladiator meta, which a lot of people in Enclave were ex-gladiators, myself included, even though Buzzcut never really believed me on that and called me a liar. But whatever. So, the Bell End... You spelled Bell End wrong, okay? Maybe you're not British enough. Is review dumping a game because of a crap Discord server? Exactly! It's the official Discord server. I should have been mistreated in their Discord server, okay? That's like if I go to the McDonald's headquarters and they kick me out for no reason, even though I'm a paying customer. Whatever, right? And then this guy his comment got deleted, but he's just talking about the game and he hopes it gets better and yada yada yada. This game has potential, but too much of a grind for me personally. See, exactly. I feel the same way, Super Dega. Dying to a clan as a solo and your gear gets screwed after you work so hard for it. Nah, you got better stuff. You can invest your time much better. Exactly. That's how I feel. That's how everyone feels. That's why the player count had 100k and now it has 5k. Or 2k on the off hours. I always look at off hours because those are the no-lifers that truly love the game. This made my day, highlights why he's not in the Discord. This guy thinks that my attitude was the problem. I never gave an attitude on the Discord. I was always nice and cordial and courteous and, benevolent and all that fun stuff, okay? Whatever. This spoiled kid complaining. If I was a kid and I got unfairly kicked out of a place for doing nothing wrong, I would complain. That's not being spoiled. The funniest part is he's not totally wrong, he just comes across like a loser and no one would want to agree with him. Well, that's part of being a troll, okay? No one wants to agree with me because of how I worded it. Yes, I could have worded it more professionally, but that's boring and not memorable, and if I would have worded it in a normal manner, this Reddit thread and this video that you're watching right now would not exist. So this is way more fun! Can't you agree, the Alpha Cabron? Carbon? My bad, whatever. Why'd you get downvoted? Oh, you got downvoted because you agreed with me, okay. And then the original poster, you know, it says, he's definitely wrong. Ugh. And I'm referring to the sweatiest servers, which, yes, I played on the most hardcore servers possible. So, my bad. My bad for playing on the hardest difficulty, I guess, with the most hardcore of the player base, so that I can get better at the game in a much faster way than playing on casual servers. He makes some good points, though. -5 points. Sorry, Walks J, you got downvoted by the Reddit hive mind. And then this, again, I Love Taco 6 and 9 is just one of my Reddit, not my Reddit, Discord bros, whom I summoned to this thread to help troll. It's not me, it's one of my Discord bros. I'm not going to tell you who, though. Anyway, that's all I've got for the Redditors that actually watched the whole video. Here's my message to you guys is, if you've never talked to me before, you've never played with me, you've never met me before, you've never hung out with me before, yet you're just making these judgment calls, you're just making these assumptions based on stuff that you've read by people that are probably salty. It could be a person, you know, from like Albion whom I've debunked their potato farming guilds, or people that I've beaten in the full loot zones and previous, you know, full loot PvP games. Maybe New World, who got, you know, they lost their towns, they lost their homes, they lost their territories, and then got max taxed on what they had left. Okay, it's whatever, it's understandable. Once you make someone mad in a video game these days, it sticks with you forever, and they follow you for the next 10 years. I know a British Twitch streamer, actually, who he would troll people in Second Life, and his trolls, they follow him everywhere to this day, harassing him constantly. So eventually, I'm just gonna have an even bigger horde of haters. And if they if you're being influenced by other people, Reddit, hey Reddit, if you're being influenced by other people and you've never met me, you've never hung out with me, then shame on you, man. Okay. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. I make videos every day, sometimes multiple videos a day. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. This is a Reddit thread from Albion Online, obviously, where this I'm highly lethal guy says, don't watch me, because he's like, I've been watching a guy called Sewbaphomet. Thank you for that, only positive vibes. Thank you for watching. I'm highly lethal. I've probably never played with this guy. I've probably never talked to him once in my life. And he probably just heard someone say a bad thing about me, and he just blindly follows that narrative. But if, I don't know, that's all I got to say on this, you know. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you want to donate, click the thanks button. I am actually very poor. I live in poverty, so please help me out. I'm sure some of you Redditors have nice, cushy office jobs, and you'll get lots of karma if you, you know, donate to me. And I'm very appreciative of it, and if I ever become a very big YouTuber one day, maybe I can pay you back. Double, right? But yeah, thank you so much. These videos are really fun. I know they're not searchable. They don't get a lot of views, but I make them for me because I'm highly entertained by them, and I hope that maybe you are too. I read every single comment, so feel free to leave me as many comments as you want about whatever, and I might reply, I might not, but I do read them all, okay? I literally have nothing else to do with my life. So with that said, make sure you tune in tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed and you don't miss tomorrow's video. Take care. If you want me to make more V Rising videos, I would be so glad to make more V Rising videos. I don't hate the game. I hate that they banned me from Discord. That's my only gripe. If you want to play V Rising with me, join the Discord. The link will be in the description, maybe somewhere if I don't forget. Otherwise, click one of my other videos, and it should be in the description somewhere. And play V Rising with me. If you don't have V Rising, come hang out in the Discord. I've got plenty of V Rising keys to give out. I don't know, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.